Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be doing what if Naruto was Madara's son. I've never done this what if, or maybe I have, but it wasn't. What if Naruto was Madara's son? So Naruto, he's not gonna be he's gonna be OP, but he's not gonna be OP. So without further ado, let's get into this what if. Oh, and some background information. Kushina is no. So what happened is grandson. What happened is Nar is Fugaku and Minato are brothers, and Kushina and Mikato are sisters. So what's gonna happen is that Naruto is half Fugaku's son and half Minato's son. Kushina cheated and Kushina cheated, and then she did it with Minato, and then the kid ended up being both of them. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this. What if? We see a 2-year-old boy as he's walking him on the streets. He can barely walk. He has bags around his eyes, and his hair reaches down to his neck. Then, without further ado, we then see a 9-year-old boy. This boy is Itachi Uchiha. He says, "Hey, come on, Naruto." Sasuke is sleeping in his crib, but Naruto, he's been going out and he's been caught playing with animals, and he even went to the animal realm, the summoning realm. Itachi puts, let's perhaps say, a shuriken in Naruto's hand. Naruto is playing around with it, as then he throws it at the target, hitting bullseye. As the kunai then falls out, Itachi says, "Well, Naruto, it's like you can do a lot of things." You then have a 2-year time skip. Naruto is running, as then Itachi yells, "I'm gonna come get you, Naruto." No! Naruto just came back from washing the dishes, but he pulled off a little prank. He put a frog in the dishwasher, and it almost gave Mikato a heart attack. Itachi is now Itachi's now 11 years old. And then he says, "I'm coming for you." As then we see a man teleport right in front of Naruto. Naruto hits his face on the man. Naruto bumps into the man. As he then says, "Hello, child." "Hello, who are you?" "My name is Mara." "My name is Toby." "Toby? I don't know who that is. Are you coming to the Leaf Village?" As a matter of fact, I am." "Okay. Who are you gonna go see?" "None of your business." "Wait, you look really familiar." As then, Obito then has a flashback. "I have a grandson." he's this is when Naruto's 3. He wears armor of red but dainted violet. And under that armor is the Uchiha clothes. Madara then comes back to the time. Is your name Naruto Uzumaki? As a matter of fact, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. What do you need, sir? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to meet up with you. Don't tell anyone you saw me. Yes, sir. By this time, Naruto's hair is down to the bottom of his neck. And it's spiky and silky. Obito then warps away as Itachi comes and says, Itachi says, I found you, Naruto. But then Naruto then looks back. Yeah! And then back home, Itachi says, you were talking to someone. Oh, it's nobody. Who are you talking to? Oh, just this man who had a mask on. He looked like he was somewhere around, say, 17? 17-year-old. Okay. What were you talking about? Nothing really. We just had a small conversation and then you came. Okay. Naruto? Are you ready for your whooping? I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry. As then Sasuke starts to laugh. They all laugh, but Naruto's still gonna get a whoop. We then have a 8-year time skip. Naruto's now 12. Graduated the academy. Their teacher is Kakashi. No, the Uchiha massacre never happened, and their teacher is not Kakashi. Their teacher is Yamato. Now Naruto has wood style, which it's not to the degree that Madara and Hashirama had it, but it's very good. Naruto then says, hey, Yamato Sensei. Oh, yes, Naruto. Look in my eyes. Yamato then looks in Naruto's eyes, but then he quickly gets out of the Genjutsu, and then they start rushing at each other. Naruto throws a kick to Yamato's neck. Yamato creates a wood clone, and that wood clone catches Naruto's hand. They're having a big taijutsu fight, as then Naruto puts his hands to the ground as 3 sharp wooden cycles then come out of nowhere, rushing at Yamato. Yamato jumps back to create space so he doesn't get caught. As then Naruto then makes 2 shadow clones as he rushes at Yamato. Then he says, I think it's time for... And the increasing great wood style, great wood arrows of death. As then 900 arrows then come rushing at Yamato. Yamato creates a wood. Yamato then says, wood style, wood bearings. As then all of the arrows hit the wood. Naruto teleports to underground. Then he comes out. As he then says, water style, water shockwave. As then a ginormous wave then comes rushing down at Yamato. Yamato says, earth style. Earth bindings. And to and yes, Yamato does have Earth style. You in order to have wood style, you have to have Earth and water style. But it's not just like that. It's kind of Genkai too. So yeah. Naruto then opens his Sharingan as Yamato looks in it. He's now caught in a genjutsu. But as we think, and Yamato thinks, that he's now in the real world, but he's actually in Naruto's genjutsu. Naruto slices at Yamato, cutting him right in the arm. Then he slices 2 times, cutting Yamato's Jonin jacket. Then he jumps up in the air and kicks Yamato right in the face. As he takes Yamato out of the genjutsu, Yamato says, "Ugh! My body didn't notice them." As Yamato tries to get up, but he sees that he's tied to the ground with wood bindings. I beat you, Yamato. Yeah, only for this time. We now go over to Sasuke's perspective. He's training with Kakashi. He then says, lightning style. Tiny lightning shock. As then, he rushes at Kakashi. As Kakashi, with no care in the world, slaps Sasuke's hand away. He then knees Sasuke in the gut. Sasuke jumps back to create spaces. Then he rushes at Kakashi as they get into a brief taijutsu battle. This goes on for about a minute, as then Kakashi decides to end it. As he punches Sasuke right in the gut. Sasuke then disperses into a rock. As Sasuke you see 4 Sasukes in the sky. These are clones, not shadow clones. Clones, Shisui clones. Not Sasuke then Sasuke then summons his chakra to his body. He engraves his chakra in lightning. And now it kind of looks something like Super Saiyan. Since all of his chakra is fuming out of his body, he can now rush at Kakashi. Which means every blow that he throws at Kakashi is really hard. Kakashi then body flickers to a tree as Sasuke activates his one-to-one Sharingan. As he then rushes at Kakashi, punching the tree, creating a giant crater in the tree. Sasuke then takes his hand out, as then he says, "Okay, if you want to play like that, lightning chop!" Wait. What? If you're using your chakra like that, I can actually teach you a new move. Well, I don't really know it, but, I can try. This, of course, is the lariat. Kakashi tells Sasuke to create 1 clone. Sasuke creates 1 clone. Kakashi then says, engrave it with chakra. Give it half of your chakra. And the outburst that you just did, let's call it a lightning cloak. Lightning cloak version 1 or version 0.5. Somewhere around that. That's what you were using. Oh, for real? Because then he says, there's a move called the lariat. Kakashi then creates a lightning... let's say Yamato and Naruto, they finally came. And then he asks Yamato to create a wood clone. As Yamato does create a wood clone. And then he says, rush at this wood clone and try to chop off its head. Or decapitate it. Sasuke rushes at the wood clone with all of his speed. As he gets in a stance that looks like All Might's Texas Punch. As then he throws a punch, creating friction. As then the friction from the punch then hits the clone, making it go back. As then Sasuke, shadow clone, and comes out of nowhere, chopping, or should I say clotheslining that clone in the neck. As then Sasuke then teleports right in front of the clone by sheer speed only. As he tries to decapitate the clone, which it he doesn't decapitate it, but he does create a large gash in the clone. And since it happened on both sides, the clone has a little string, as then its head is now decapitated. How's that for Try Kakashi? That's good. Okay. Now let's go. No, nobody cares about Sakura's training. All she can do is throw kunai and turn into a log. So basically, this is where I'm going to be. Oh, oh. So they didn't go to the Hokages. They get assigned a C rank or B rank mission. As then they look at the Konoha gates. As Naruto then says, "Let's go." As in, this is where the episode ends, or I'm going to be ending off this what if. Like, comment, subscribe, share to all your friends on your social media platforms. And I'm out.